As you know, this is what the stick shifter looks like on the current monostatic 8-speed transmission. Some people complain that it's not rugged enough for Jeep users who are traditional Jeep buyers. The new stick is taken directly out of the other cars such as the Cherokee, and what you'll also notice is it includes an SRT button and it includes a direct access button for the SRT functions such as the custom mode. So that means that the Hellcat will most likely have the custom mode just like the Charger does, except it won't be a button on the front panel. It'll be right there on the stick shifter where it's easier to get to. Okay, so this is 0 to 60. And that's 60. So basically, even without the sport mode setting, or even without launch control, you can easily get a 0 to 60 pretty simply. So let's try this again. Yeah, I'm stopping in the middle, but there's like nobody behind me, so don't worry, I'm okay. Okay, that's 0. And that's 60. Actually, it was 62. So as you can see, Jeep SRTs, as they are, will easily do 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. A reasonable 4 seconds. Now, why would you want to get the Hellcat engine? Well, the reason why is obviously for the sound. Because between 0 and 30, you're listening to a supercharger whining. I gotta take the window down because otherwise you can't hear that beautiful whine. Jesus Christ! See, P90D, Tesla, y'all can love it all you want. P90D don't sound like that. It just don't sound like that. It don't sound like that. Well, apparently, FCA absolutely will not let me sleep. They won't let me rest. They won't stop bullying me by constantly producing shit and forcing me to go and buy new stuff. These people will not let me rest. The new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk has finally, they've taken the drapes off of it. I made a video about what I thought it was going to look like because I'd seen a picture online, and oh well, it's like that picture was close because, you know, they had the nostrils, and as you can see, this bottom shows like a new ground effect, but other than that, really, this looks like the exact same truck that I have, with the exception of this front bumper. Now, if you take a close look, unless they do major changes to the rear air spoiler, which they really should do, and unless they do major changes down here, because the thing about it is, if you notice, like the bottom, the ground effects, there's no name right here, so I'm guessing Grand Cherokee's still gonna go there. Maybe they'll add something else. And I've seen like what looked to be like some Trackhawk logos. I don't know if they're gonna put the same little Hellcat badge on it. I really don't know, but it looks like for the most part they really didn't change much. The only thing they really changed so far is this portion of the grille. Are they gonna keep the Spider Monkey wheels? I really don't know. Are they gonna change those Spider Monkey wheels to those ugly ass Maserati wheels that they got off the Levante from FCA? I don't really know. And as you can see, not only they got rid of the bumper, the light badge here, and they've put it down here like a fog light. So as you can see, unlike the Hellcat Charge and unlike the Cherokee, what is it called, the Challenger, they still have the front sensors. So that means that you got the front bumper sensors, which was one of the things I hated about my Charger Hellcat, that it didn't have those sensors. And then on top of that, it's got the adaptive cruise control camera, which watches in front of you to make sure that you don't sneak up on anybody. And if they try to suddenly brake, it'll allow you to either brake or the truck will actually brake itself. So wow, I'm really happy to finally see what this damn thing's gonna look like. But from what I'm seeing, the only real change is here and here. So I've seen people change their front bumpers and their front light array to make a 2012 look like a 2014, but that looks like it's the only change. So in some of these other pictures, it's like, you know, they got a couple other pictures here. And other than that, I mean, this looks like the exact same car that I have. And you know that it's gonna probably have bigger tires in the back, because from this picture, it looks like this car has bigger tires, like it's staggered. But we don't know what it's going to be released with. and I don't think the story says much about it. But I'm so glad to finally see that they haven't changed like anything at all. Frankly, I would be happier if I could just buy a Chrysler 300 SRT Hellcat, and I'm really disappointed that it hasn't materialized yet. I really don't know what else they're going to change. It looks like the Jeep logo is about the same. It looks like everything else is about the same. It looks like I don't think they're going to really change much else. But everybody who's driven a Hellcat or owned a Hellcat knows that you got to have all-wheel drive with a Hellcat, because the thing about it is spinning ain't winning. And if you got a Charger or you got a Challenger, you're wasting like valuable seconds spinning your wheels when you're supposed to be, you know, fighting cars like the Tesla Model S P90D Ludicrous and the Nissan GTR. And the problem, and I said in my rules of Hellcat, don't race anything with all-wheel drive that has a shitload of power and an automatic transmission, because you will lose. And it's so fucked up that it's taken this long, but now we're finally seeing it. So what do I expect? Most likely this thing's gonna be $100,000. If I'm lucky, it won't be $100,000. But from what I'm seeing, it's probably gonna be about $100,000. And hey, you know what? Fuck it, I pay it gladly. That's the reason why I work. But I can't. Well, you know, I will check this thing out, because to tell you the truth, it really isn't that big of a change. From you know, this Jeep right here is silver. I have the exact same Jeep in silver, minus that damn Hellcat engine. And the thing about it is, when you have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, it's like when you're parked, you know, when I'm parked, like I go to Costco or BJ's, you get people who come up and they're like, wow, that's really nice, man. Where'd you get those wheels? Did those wheels come with the truck? Because these wheels, I like the Spider Monkeys more than those ugly shit wheels on that new Levante. Let me show you. Let me see if I typed up 2000, what is it, 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. They have some ugly ass wheels and I don't like them. In fact, maybe I should have typed SRT. Yeah, the new wheels are ugly, and they got them on the Levante, and I think they're just ugly because they just don't look that cool. I'm trying to, where is it? Because I've already made video vlogs about this. Let me just find let me find a decent pic. I think these things are ugly, and the reason why they're ugly is because they don't have the vents. Like, the vents make these things stand out. Now, what everybody really wants is they're gonna want this new transmission. That star Chekhov, Anton Yelchin, his Jeep backed him over when he accidentally put that shit into neutral and didn't realize that it wasn't in park. And you want to have that new transmission just so your Jeep don't back you over. But these wheels right here, no deal. I don't like these wheels. And hopefully the Hellcat won't come with those wheels. Like, when I go to see that truck, I expect that truck to just scream by me, and I don't expect any bullshit. But these wheels, I can't do that. I don't like these wheels. The Spider Monkeys are the best wheels. I don't like these wheels. And the shifter, I like. You know, the new SRT button, I like. But I hate those wheels. I do not like these wheels. I want Spider Monkey wheels with my Hellcat Jeep. If I take a Hellcat Jeep, that if they get them, because the thing about it is, it's going to be like at least a year before you even see those things. I'd say it's going to be like 365 days before you see Hellcat Jeeps on the lots. It's going to be a while. And the sad thing is, a lot of people are going to want that thing, you know, but that thing is going to be $20,000 more than a Hellcat Charger or a Hellcat Challenger. So these things are going to be mostly pre-orders, and they're going to come in and they're going to sell right away. Now, are these car dealers going to try to get away with that same bullshit they did with the Charger and Challenger? Are they going to put like ridiculous market adjustments on them so they can get more money? Are you going to have like $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 market adjustments? I really don't know. I really don't know. But I hope they're going to change more about the interior. Like, in my opinion, if FCA does see these videos, because I know a lot of my videos have attracted the attention of FCA, here's a couple of things I think. Number one, the seat belts in these cars should either match the interior of the car or they should match the exterior of the car. Now, this car is black, so the seat belts here are black. My red Charger Hellcat had a red exterior and red seat belts, And the red seatbelts were a $300 option. But here's my problem. What happens if you had a green Challenger? Or what happens if you had like a B5 blue? You should have seatbelts that match the paint job. Because to tell you the God's honest truth, and I hate criticizing because you always get these assholes who go and troll my videos. And, oh yeah, well, you don't need a moonroof because it's too heavy. And a moonroof adds weight. You're supposed to be weight. Hey, idiots, there's nobody taking these things to tracks. Okay, I'm going to let you know right now. Nobody takes these things to tracks. People buy them, they drive around in the street with them, they take them to car shows, that's it. Very few of these people take these things to tracks. And when I say very few, I'm talking about like less than 1%. I want everything in my car. I want moonroof, heated cooled seats, heated cooled cup holders if possible. Only the Chrysler 300 had it, but I enjoyed it because, you know, you could turn it on, you could cool down your phone or your can of soda. I don't want these wheels. I've said that and I'm going to keep saying it. Other than that, I mean, you know, the Uconnect is, you know, it's upgraded, and I like the SRT button, and I definitely like this new shifter. That takes a lot of the pressure off. But the simple fact of the matter is, Jeep SRTs, everybody recognizes these things right away, because when they see them, they're like, wait a minute, that don't look like a regular SRT. That doesn't look like a regular Jeep right there. That shit looks special. So my problem is, they got to make this Hellcat look even more special than a regular Jeep SRT. Is just this bumper, is that enough to make this thing look more special? I want this thing to scream at people. Like, I want everybody to know right away, yeah guys, this is the one. Like, I don't want to buy some shit if you can't tell the difference between this and an Overland Summit. Like when you see this car, I expect you to know. Even if you don't know anything about cars at all, I expect you to look at the brakes, I expect you to look at the rotors, I expect you to look at this thing and say, holy shit, that thing must be fast. That's what I expect. They're going to have to put a better spoiler on the back. They're going to have to do a little bit more, because I want this thing to look like a monster. Like, I never got, what is it called, personalized license plates. But when I get this thing, if I get one of these, I want my license plates to say Rolling Terror. And I haven't decided how I'm going to spell it. Like, you know, how am I going to spell that? Let's see. Is there space to write? How am I going to do that? I want it to say Rolling Terror. Like, it's going to be like RLLNGTRR or something to that effect. I might have to take out like one L, but I want that shit to say Rolling Terror. Yeah, I think that'll do a little bit better. Maybe, yeah. Rolling Terror. That's what I want my license plate to say. That's going to be my vanity plate. Rolling Terror. Like, a lot of guys get a Hellcat and they get SRT, JGC SRT. I don't want that. I want Rolling Terror. That's what I want. I want when you look at that thing to be terrified of it on the road. That's the only way we're going to be able to. That's the only way we're going to be able to do it. That's how we're going to have to do it. Rolling Terror. So, I guess it's going to take a year. It might take 2 years. I really don't know. Because, you know, I'm here in New York City. It takes a long-ass time for the cool stuff to get here to New York City. Like, we didn't see Hellcats until, like, months after Hellcats were released. But that's what I want. So, I'm really glad. I'm really glad to see it. And my only thing is, I need them to perfect this car when it's released. Because if I'm going to buy one, it has to be perfect. It just has to be perfect. Now, I have another problem. My car is silver, so if I have a silver Jeep right now and I get a silver Hellcat, the problem is going to be that nobody will right away understand. They'll be like, oh, wait a minute, you had a silver one already, so if you got a new one and it's still silver, then nobody will like recognize like right away. They'll be like, wait a minute, you know, do you have a new car or is that just like a new bumper? So just to keep my neighbors jealous and angry and pissed off, I want to maybe change the color. I don't really know yet. I really don't know. But it kind of puts me in a bad position that I have a silver Jeep SRT right now. And I could, if I get a black one, then people who saw me in the black one will be like, oh, yeah, you've had that thing for a while. And I'll be like, no, I didn't. This one's new. So I might have to get like red or something, and I really don't want to get another red. In fact, I really prefer silver because it's really good with scratches and dents and dings if you get any. This is putting me in a little bit bad of a position. If they have a blue one, I'd consider it, but it'd have to be like a dark blue. But the problem is dark blue shows scratches. That's gonna be a problem. Because in New York City, you got to worry about these idiots parking close to your bumpers and shopping carts rolling near your car and everything. It's like we've got so much to worry about here. You can't have anything nice. You got to keep your cars locked up, otherwise they'll take the wheels right off your damn car. Like I was watching, I was on YouTube a little earlier, not YouTube. I was on Facebook just a bit earlier, and these bastards, they snatched the goddamn wheels. Oh yeah, this is about Hillary. Hillary is too big to jail. So anyway, they snatched the damn wheels off of some Lincolns or some Escalades. And I'm like, wow, how did y'all do that? Y'all can't do that. That's crazy. But yeah, that's it for now. So I'm gonna stop vlogging right now because I ran out of stuff to say. But yeah, I'm glad to finally see what the front of this thing looks like. They're gonna put that monster up in it. It's a little disappointing that they don't have that high flare right here like they do on the Charging Challenger, but I guess they didn't want to obstruct the view right here or something. I don't know. But other than that, looking pretty good. Only the elite few of the elite few can afford a Jeep SRT. This thing is $1,030 a month with $225 going to Geico for insurance, just in case you want to know, because some people ask me how much did it cost. And I'm assuming that this Hellcat Jeep will most likely crack $1,500. If it doesn't crack 15, it might be a little bit less, but it's going to be somewhere around 15 before or after insurance. I really don't know. But hey, listen, once we get it, we'll look at it, we'll see how much it's going to cost me, and if my men make a good deal and everything, then that's it. It's coming home. But that right there, that's what we're looking at.